Hello, everybody, and welcome back to VDRL. It's round 9 of the league. Today is going to be Brazil. Uh, uh, we had, I think, Belgium last week, Sunday. It was a very interesting race with a lot of drama and overtaking. And here are the race results. Of course, Mavers taking pole position by about 6 tenths at the end. He's a very good contender for next season's World Championship. And after taking pole, he took first place too, with Formula 5 coming up. Second place is not going to be racing in the league anymore for some reason, we don't know why. But Quota coming up at third place, and also 1 second. Quillis fourth. Justin Maguire has gone up to fifth place. It's a expected results from him and the Red Bulls. Of course, Crash Test coming up to sixth place. Ryan seventh. Meshu is eighth with DNFs from eighth place. Meshu, John, Thatcher, and Tyke has all DNF'd at the race. After the Belgian Grand Prix, this is the team standings. Ferrari is still leading the Constructors' Championship with 181 points. It's now about 40 points difference between first and second place. But can McLaren bring that up a little bit and maybe try to get more points in, or is Ferrari gonna take the constructors right now, right here? Of course, the driver standings hasn't changed that much. Kota still leading by 20 points, but Quillis coming up with 88 points. Formula 5, as I said, is not going to be racing in this league anymore. But can Quota take that first position and also consecutive the second championship here in VDRL? Can he win it today, or is he going to be just fell short of the championship? Of course, we have the calendar today. Brazil is the track we're going to. It's going to be a 36 lap race, with short qualifying as usual, and it's the second to last race, the penultimate round of VDRL. Let's see what is going to get us from here. We have some new drivers in the VDRL. We have Ryan as the new drivers. I'm gonna show you the driver lineup. We have Ryan Aitam in, and also I think H13 Mac in the Mercedes. He's a new driver too. So let's see what they can do this time around. We saw some impressive results from newcomers in the league, as Mavers and Formula 5 both winning their races at the first time. Also Alex Edge winning the race the first time they were here. So as we already done, we're gonna do some interviews in the first place. Let's see what the drivers let's see what the driver's going to get, or let's just try to do I'm gonna try something, maybe the Mac okay, sorry for that, a little jumping around in the screen. We're rating, yes, so DMAC and Quota is both here. They're gonna be the people who I'm gonna interview, as they are leading the constructors. What do you guys think? Could you win the constructors this time around in Brazil? You guys have a 40 points lead, so do you guys think you're gonna win the constructors this time around?
Yeah, we have to obviously try to win it. I mean, I can't really win the drivers, so I'm just gonna help Quota bring home his drivers' championship and hopefully bring home the constructors as well. So
Yeah, I think we can clinch it this race.
Yeah, you guys are leading by a margin of points. And as I can see, Mothers is in this too. So, Mothers, what do you think about next season? And also, you are a new driver. You only done 2 races, but you're already up the standings a little bit. What do you think about next season? Maybe projects and chances of you getting the championship.
Well, in case of the constructors, I've been talking to someone about joining them for next season, and I think if I do, then it will be a strong lineup for the constructors. I think I can win the drivers' championship next season. It just depends if I am not too busy with public exams, but hopefully I can.
Wow, good to hear that. Is there any like tips, or maybe you just want to say who you've been talking to and maybe gonna be with teammates, or is that a secret right now?
All I can say is it's a certain someone at McLaren currently.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Well,
leave you guys to ponder that.
well, we have 2 drivers, so we're gonna see what that's going to be. Thank you guys for the interviews, and yeah, good luck on the race.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so these were the constructor leading DMAG and Quota leading the constructors. As I said before, here are the driver standings. They're leading by 40 points, so that's a very easy job, or a easier job to do to clinch the drivers the constructors championship this race. They just need to get some good points here. It is a big lobby though. It's 13 people with fast drivers as Quota, John, Mothers, also Meshu is in, and Quillis. They're all of them are fast drivers and very easily can win the the race. So it's going to be a pretty hard job for the Ferrari boys, but in my opinion, they can win it pretty easily. Of course, Quota is one of the best drivers in this league, so it's going to be a lot on his shoulders. But also DMAG haven't been performing that well, so this is the time he needs to do very well, I think, as we're only a minute away from starting. Of course, we have some newcomers, as I said before. We're gonna see what they can do this time around. Last race was a very exciting one, as I could say. Be sure to watch that if you're interested in this league. It was a interesting 2 safety cars. If I'm not spoiling, I'm gonna only spoil that. But other than that, very interesting race and very dramatic. And at the end, of course, a lot of DNFs, but it is going to be, I think, changed that this time around. It is Brazil, as I said before, with 36 laps around this track. It is a long race, so let's see what these drivers can do, as we're almost now, so I think starting. Well, hopefully we're gonna start in just a second. We're going to see Sorry for the little wait. I'm not expecting this either. They are not readying up yet, but they are readying up right now. So I'm just going to go into this also. DMAC and everyone is starting to ready up and go for it. So just sit tight and we're gonna start in 20 seconds or less. I just got the info that a Haas is going to try to join in quali, as we're 9 seconds away from starting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're on the way on this race weekend. Is it going to be raining? Of course, we saw some heavy raining in real life, but is it going to be raining this time around? We haven't seen rain in any of the race weekends, but maybe this race weekend we can change that, or the game could change that very easily. Of course, it's not a unusual track to see rain in, and in the F1 game it's not unusual to see anywhere the game. Like, I had one race where in Bahrain there was rain, so it's pretty easily can rain at any track on the calendar, even if it's literally in the desert. I guess I saw that DMAC got kicked out of the session. It's probably some connecting issues with the Xbox or something. Because we're gonna have a sunset at qualifying. Beautiful sunset, of course. I'm going to do this data and then full track map to see what these guys can do. No one's going out yet, but it's still, I mean, 70 minutes. As I can see, Mavers is probably going to try to go out. Yeah, Mavers is going out from his lap. For his lap. Well, he done pretty good at every race. Let's see what can he do this time around in Brazil. So of course it's only an out lap. Also, I think Yestin Boy has gone out, or maybe New JS. No. Yeah, New JS has gone out of the pit. Also, one of the McLaren boys with Meshu, John, going out from the pits. The other Mercedes 2 S13 Mac going out of the pits too. One of Quillis is out of hit there too, and Dolly. Everyone is going out from the pits. It's of course the main guy to see and watch is Mavers here, one of the fastest, or if not the fastest, driver on the grid right now. Now let's see what can he do on this time around. Little bit of locking up in the turn 1, but that's not gonna matter for him. He's still keeping it fast around the first sector. The usual lap times and the good lap times is around 107, I think, or 108. So it's going to be hard for them to probably, maybe not for Mavers, but they need to do very quick laps around this track. under 110s to be on the top of the leaderboard, or at least try to be on the top of the leaderboard, as Quota haven't gone out of the pits yet. And is probably just watching Mothers, maybe trying to learn some lines from him. Of course, Purple Sector 1 and 2, but he's the first one to go around the lap. Let's see what his time's gonna be. It's looking good for him. It's going to be a 107.133. That's a very fast lap from the Mercedes. So S13 Max still in the pits, but Dolly has invalidated John. Well, let's see what his time's gonna be as DMAC retired from the session. What could have been? Probably 108.5. That's not enough, I think, for P3. DMAC has left the session for some reason, we don't really know. Quillis coming up with a 108.07. That's almost a second away from Mothers on the soft tires. Of course, Mothers is on the soft tires too. Yes, he was on the soft tires, as Quota is on his outlap now. This is the other main guy to watch and try to see. As I got the, it's going to be a lobby restart of so probably that's why DMAC has left the session. Yes, we are restarting the lobby, unfortunately. So sorry for that, everyone. Sit tight, and we're gonna be back with some action in this. So don't worry, it's going to be a great race, as it always is, with 13 people here. I mean, it's amazing how everyone is going to be here, I think.
I think we're gonna restart the lobby. Did you
Yeah, I
see
saw
that?
it, I saw it,
Yeah.
I saw it.
Right, okay, that's
Just
fine.
invite me. Okay, so everyone sit tight and wait for the restart. It's going to be in just a second, I think, as soon as they make the lobby available again. So don't go anywhere. We are going for it again. For the new viewers, these are the standings of from last race. Today, Ferrari leading the championship by 40 points, so it's they could clinch the World Constructors championship this time around. Of course, Quota is leading the championship by 20 points almost, so he could get that the championship back to back in the VDRL. So it is going to be a interesting race to see. These were the race results. Mothers, he only done 2 races, so that's why he's not in the championship, at least trying, and championship running, but he is going to be in the championship running for next season, which is going to be broadcasted as same as this year. He said in the previous interviews that he's looking for a teammate in the McLaren, which is Meshu and John is in the McLarens right now. We're gonna see next race, next season. Only 1 race left of this season, so next season who's gonna be his teammate if the transfer goes through. So he said that in the race interviews, and also the Ferrari boss said in the pre-race interviews that they will try to clinch the World Constructors, the Constructor Championship, because they have a margin of lead. So so it's going to be a interesting battle with them, as there's still, I think, about, I don't know why it takes that much time to open a lobby, but yeah, it's still still 4 minutes away, I think. So yeah, just try to be here as much as possible. Where we don't want to you guys miss out from the action that is in VDRL. So as we're still waiting for the lobby. So if you guys are leaving, then maybe come back in about 4 minutes. So that's, yeah. As I got the info that Phoenix, I don't know what's your name is in the game, but he did a 7.1, which is pretty. It's a very good lap. It's only about a tenth away from Mothers, who's in the commentator box. Hello, Mothers. What is your thoughts on the? Oh, so you are the okay. So
That is me.
Oh, okay, okay. So, what is your thoughts on the delay? I want to talk to somebody.
You know, I don't think I'm going to be able to replicate that lap. It was so good.
Yeah, it was a very, very good lap. So,
D-Man could sort out his internet. That would be amazing.
yeah, probably.
But like, I don't even think if I went on to fresh tires after doing that lap, I could have improved on that. That was already pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very, very good lap. So, so it was a unexpected. I mean, not unexpected, because you're one of the fastest drivers in the league. So it was not unexpected to see you do that good lap. But yeah, that will be hard to replicate, of course.
Yeah, but as I always say, my main focus is always the race and the race pace. The setup I've built for this race really plays to the strengths of my adoration for an incredibly strong front end, which will help the front tires, so I can preserve that the front tires a lot longer, which means I'll be quicker in the middle sector overall.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like you were fast everywhere. So you were also 1 second away from second place. Willis, who's done a 108.1, and you've done a 107.1, so you're 1 second away. So that was pretty crazy.
Well, from what I've heard from other people's setups, I'm running apparently relatively high wings compared to others.
Oh, I mean, that's probably gonna help you in the race too, because of course there's a lot of straights in the in the in the track. So
Yeah, which is why again I'm very good in the middle sector, just because I've got the strong front end, I've got a lot of rotation and the high downforce. It all just aids that middle sector, which is where I hope to find most of the time in qualifying, and when pulling away in the race, hopefully the middle sector will be the icing on the cake.
yeah, I mean, it's probably you're gonna, if nothing happens weird or any weather issues, then I think you're gonna have another race victory, as you said in the chat about an hour before the race, that you're gonna try to do another victory and get that 50 points up to 75. So
Yeah, I'm gonna argue for the lobby to be set to clear weather because it was ready, and I think it'd be rather unfair to set it back to dynamic.
Yeah, I mean it was clear. I mean in the qualifying, I don't know what you guys saw on the race, what it was.
It was, I think it said there was only about 2% chance. I mean, it showed up as clear anyway. So,
Yeah,
but I think if there's rain at any point in the weekend, I would like it to rain at being qualifying.
I mean, so if it would rain, what setup would you use? Would you use the normal dry setup, or uh, would you use something else for qualifying?
I tend to use the same setup for wet and dry. In Park Ferme, when it rains, I just tend to put the front wing down a couple clicks to make sure that I don't go spinning around every corner. It just induces a bit more understeer, so it helps with confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that you were using other setups, but so that's not really the case, as I heard from you right now.
Yeah, I'm just using. I use most of the time some of my esports teams setups, but a lot of the time they're not as aggressive on the front end as I'd like them to be. So a lot of the time I like to make my own setups.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, with a lot of the fast drivers, they make their own setup, so that's not unexpected to hear, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think the lobby's opening now, so I
Yeah.
will see you later.
Yeah, good luck on the race.
Thank you.
Okay, so the lobby is opening now, and I'm in the lobby right now. So yeah, it's going to be dynamic weather, as Mavers didn't hope for that, but it is going to be. So there can still be a weather change in the race and also in the whole weekend, as there's invites are going out right now. I mean, hopefully, uh, it's not going to be another issue of lobby there. I don't know why Quota didn't do the lobby immediately and waited 5 minutes, which is just completely absurd. But we're back again uh, in the lobby, so no worries, everybody. Just, I think, about another 2 or 3 minutes, maybe. Not sure. Just a second. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a great race. So just try. I know it's a pretty boring when there's nothing on the screen and on anything, but we are still waiting for the race to start. It's of course it's one of the main problems with online racing, is that problems can happen, uh, and also just there's some these problems that need to be fixed right away. But if some people, the lobby makers, don't have very good equipment, then maybe it's not that very easy. First, the real race is better if I would say so, because there's no delay and also no problems with real life. So as we're reading up now, I think for the race, well, hopefully we can start any minute now. It's only 20 minutes then gone by because of some well, waiting for make the lobby, and I don't know why is that to wait 5 minutes. It's not that hard to make a lobby, I think, but yeah. We're readying up now. We're only about 20 seconds away from starting the race. So just sit tight and relax. Sorry, I don't understand the steering wheel insert sound. Don't know what you mean by that, but we're starting a short qualifying again in Brazil this weekend. So it is another. We're gonna see what weather is going to be. It was sunny before. We're gonna see what it's going to be right now. Is it going to rain? Is it going to be stormy weather, and maybe get the blue tires, the wet tires out? So it is going to be a mystery for all of us. Only 15 seconds away from starting in the short qualifying. As we're not even need to wait 15 seconds, it's already starting. As right now, here are the... Sorry, not that. Yes, that. We have 12 people. I mean, it's going to be 13, I think, when some other people join up. I think a Haas driver has left the session before it even started, so he can't come out there. As D-Max going to start his lap now, I think, pretty fast. And also Mavericks, also the S13 Mac is going to start their lap too, or their out laps. Quillis is going to start his lap too. Everyone is going out from the pits as quickly as possible. They don't want to wait for maybe another restart. Everyone is going out from the pits. Mavers, S13 Mac. S13 Mac is not. S13 Mac is out from the pit. To Mavers is out of the pit. So, as I said before, this is the main guy to watch and look for in the qualifying. He did a 107 last time around in the previous lobby. He said that it would be hard to recreate that, but we're gonna see if it's going to be that hard. So of course 107 was a very, very good lap time from him. He was also almost a second up from Quillis, so it is going to be interesting to see what he can do. As D-Max gonna start his lap, he needs to do something. He didn't perform very well this season, but if he wants to help the team out and clinch that constructors championship, then he needs to do some impressive stuff here. He needs to get some good points for the team. Also, Mavers is he already showed his pace and everything he can do in this league, but he will have another chance of proving that he is very good. He abandoned his lap though, so it's not going to be first lap is not going to be his lap right now. As I think we can go to D-Mac, who is coming up to at the end of second sector. He's on the medium tires, but let's see what can he do. As I think Quillis is going to finish his lap. It's going to be a 107.7. The lobby restart has been a good thing for him. So Quillis sets a 107.7 as D-Max sets a 109. About S13 Max sets a 109.7. New JS 110. Oh, 110, sorry. Mavers is going to start his lap again around Brazil. So let's see, can he beat Quillis's time, which is a very impressive 107, but it is about 7 tenths. He's a purpose first sector. He has purpose first sector. He's not abandoned his lap. So can he keep that purple going for the second sector too? He said that he's very fast in the second sector, which I mean, it seems to be coming true in right here, coming up to the end of end of the second sector. Let's see, is it going to be purple again? Yes, it will be. It is another purple sector. Can he keep it true to the third sector? Sorry. Really, what is his times gonna be? Last time around, he was about there. Here too, it's going to be a 107.167, about 6 tenths up from Quillis. That's a amazing lap, and he recreated his lap from the previous lobby. It is just looks such easy for this man right here. Here, he just doesn't miss in any qualifying, in any race, everywhere. He's just too fast to not win. Seven Urton has set a time, I mean, before of a 108.4, which is good for third place. But it is only good for third place, and John is also very it's only about 1/10 away from him. So you can see, I think Meshu is on his lap too. Yeah, he is on his lap, going for the lap. No purple sector 1, but that's not really worrying for him, because he's not the leading, or at least try to win this time. I think around he's just trying to get some great points in for McLaren and stop Ferrari from winning the constructors, as we can see Quota now on his outlap too. He is one of the main contenders too for pole position and also for the race win. So let's see what can he do in today's qualifying. He missed out last time around Belgium in the qualifying, but is he going to miss out this time too? Little bit of locking up into turn 1 and 2, going straight for turn 2. Very fast corners, just straight up from the long straight. A purple first sector. That's great news for him, and let's see if he can carry it through the second sector too. Fast corner, going right about the potential and good speed, not missing any braking zones, not going wide, using the curbs as much as possible, and the track to its fullest potential. Is it going to be a second sector? Purple second sector. Is he going to carry it through as he invalidates? That was such a good lap, but that is an end of the lap. It is, let's see what his time could have been. It could have been a 106.7, probably around there. It was a very, very good lap, but he missed out on that position of probably pole position time, maybe. As Mavers is going for his lap 2. Dolly, P3, he only raced, I think, 2 races yet, but he shows a lot of potential for season 3. As John has set a lap of 108.4, 108.046. Dolly invalidates his lap, so that's not going to count as his times. Quillis now trying to set another lap for his and trying to get the provisional pole position. Of course, there's still 9.5 minutes left from the qualifying session, but it is pretty, I mean, not easy, but it is possible to take pole position with only 9 minutes left of qualifying. So I think D-Max right behind him, who's right now 6th place, but he needs to improve a lot to get maybe that 5th place away from Seven Earthen and Meshu. Yeah, he needs to improve by about 5/10 to get the 5th place. Of course, he was on medium tires, so it is going to be... Oh no, he was not on medium tires, as he went out back into the pits. That was his lap, I think. But now Quillis going for his lap around Sao Paulo. Well, let's see. Can he get that purple first sector? No, he cannot. But he improves by almost 1/10 of a second. Can he get more into that P2 and maybe get even closer to Mothers to... I don't know how to say, but get the P2 at the end of the qualifying. Now going after second, but Mothers is on his lap too. He's second, I think, warm-up lap. But now we can see Quillis, second sector purple, which is very interesting to see. Is he going to get that pole position even, maybe? Did he improve that much in the second sector to get pole position? Let's see what his time's gonna be. It's going to be a 107.498, improving by about 3/10 in his lap. But he has 7.5 minutes left still from the session. He is going to, I think, try for another lap, as now Mothers is on his lap. Can he improve his lap that much to get that pole position with 7 minutes left remaining and take provisional pole? He's already on, but can he even justify his time even more? Coming up to the second sector, purple second sector, improving by 2/10. It could be a under 107. His lap could be, of course, it's not a very hard section. Sector 3 is DRS open. Let's see what his time's gonna be. It's gonna be 106.9. A beautiful lap from Mothers, taking even more time away from Quillis. He improved by 2/10, but 3/10. Quillis improved by 3/10, but Mothers improved by 4/10. So it's now back to about 5/10 of difference between Mothers and Quillis, who's on second place, as New JS has spun out in the first corner. That's unfortunate to see from the Red Bulls. They're not really on top of the constructors, but they just need to maybe get some points in, which is, if they do like this kind of stuff, it's going to be hard, as Quota is on his lap now. Can he do like that what he did before he invalidated the lap? There wasn't the first purple sector one, but Mothers could have taken that, also Quillis could have taken that away from him, but it still could be a good lap for maybe even P2, or I mean, P1 is pretty hard to take away from Mothers. He justified his provisional pole position very much, but it's a purple second sector, so there's still anything that could be happening here. He still could take pole position, and the left light is flashing. DRS open. What's his time's gonna be? It's going to be 107.345, taking second place, but 4/10 away from Mothers, and also about 1.5 away from Quillis, where Quillis can still improve his time. Of course, new JS is on his lap right now. I think. Yeah, new JS is on his lap. Can he beat his teammate? He's only about 1/10 away from his teammate, and so can he improve that by that much? It maybe he is in lap, but I'm not sure. He was flashing red lights. Yeah, I think it is his in lap, and also Mavers going out for another lap. Maybe he just wants to justify that provisional pole position even more, to maybe get that pole position by, as last race he did about 5/10. He's not that far away from 5/10 though. He's only about a tenth away from 5/10 away from quota, which I think he can improve in sector 2 and also sector 1. He didn't get the purple sector, but I think he can improve that. Oh, as I can see, Nucci has improved his lap by about 75 thousandths of a second. Smothers is going for another, another warm-up lap for again. As he's the only one right now who has gone under 107 in the timesheets. Quota and also Quillis will try to beat that too. He is on his outlap too, so we're gonna see what can he do here at Sao Paulo. As now Mavers is only hope for Mercedes, I think is Mavers, so that's going to be pretty hard for him. Maybe Astor Team Mac has just retired because of some connection issues or something, but it doesn't look like that, so it's going to be interesting to see. Squillis has improved his time by about 2 tenths in his outlap, but I mean, I think I can see why. The Mavers is now on his lap, trying to improve even more, I think, and get that pole position even more. Getting the slipstream from Quillis. Let's see. What's he, did he improve? I'm not really sure. I didn't see, unfortunately. As 700 is retired, he thinks that it's good. That time is good for him. But Meshu is on his lap. Is he going to improve? No, he will not. He's 12 seconds away. But I think he's on his lap now. His actual lap. He could have done another warm-up lap. He will try to get that, I think, 5th position away from his teammate, who's only about 3 tenths away, 3 thousandths of a second away from him, which is not a lot, and he can improve by that pretty easily. As Mavers has gone out in the pits too, he knows that it is probably enough for him to get pole position. So now Meshu coming up to the last corner of sector 2. Is he going to improve his time? No, he will not yet, but he can also improve his time at the last sector, which is this 3rd sector, of course. DRS open. Not DRS open just now, and he's not going to get that P5 away from his teammate, but quota has invalidated. He's going to get P2, or is he going to get P2? Quillis is on his lap now. How much is he going to improve, or if he is going to improve his time? He will improve by about 1/10 purple 2nd sector, but is that going to be enough to beat quota's time? And can he carry through the 3rd sector? DRS open, DRS, ERS, he's done everything he can, but he cannot beat quota. Quota takes 2nd place and Quillis takes 3rd. in Sao Paulo. Of course, John still has, but he's not going to improve his time at all. Now, on the end of sector 2, is he going to improve? I mean, he will by about half a tenth, but I think it's not going to be enough to do anything other than P5. DRS, ERS is doing everything he possibly can. He goes for under the 108, but he doesn't get that P4. He's only 200ths of a second away from Dolly, but it's not going to be enough for him, unfortunately. As Mavers takes pole position, Quota missing out by 4 tenths away from Mavers, taking second place. Quilly's third, Dolly is fourth, and John closing out the P5, coming home to P5. It's one of his best results yet in this season, I think. As we can see, of course, DMAC has hadn't done a pretty good lap, but he came home to 8th place, which he can improve in the race, of course. But if he doesn't, that will be everything on Quota's shoulders to clinch that at P1 in the constructors. So it will be on Quota's shoulders. The championship will be, as we can see, the two Ferraris going behind each other. We're gonna see what is the weather gonna be like in the race. I think it's going to be sunny, because of course there was it was good times here. So we can see Mavers P1, P2 is Quota, P3 Quillis, 4th is Dolly, John the McLaren coming up at P5, Sevenerton is 6th, almost 7, Meshu is 7th, and 8th is DMAG. TTV Gamer is 9th, and I'm sorry, I need to check. New JS is 10th, closing out the first 10 position of this race. It is going to be sunny weather for the race, which is going to start in just a second. We're still waiting for some players to to make their strategies and the tire choice for the first some laps, for the first stint. We have both of the Mercedes, both of the Ferraris, and both of the McLarens coming up at also the one of the Astons, and yeah. So the formation lap has started. The drivers need to get their temperatures, the tire temperatures, up to their window, tire temperature window. So sorry, I wasn't going to do that. I'm gonna go on the penalties, because we know that these drivers have some serious problems with penalties. Unfortunately, some track limits penalties. It is very easy, I think, to get some track limit penalties in Brazil, because you're pushing very hard, and it is a very fast track. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. As we can see, S30 Mac is the newcomer for Mercedes, and also new JS they're both first races here. They're not really at the front of the pack. It's they haven't done a performance like Mothers or Formula Cyphers, also now not in the league, but we can see, I mean, it could be still a chaotic race today in Brazil. So if it will be maybe the first some of the drivers will crash, then they could still score some major points for their respectable teams. As now the race will start. 3, 4, 5 lights, and we're on the way. Mavers gets a good position, a good start, going for the inside right now, but he couldn't keep back Quota. The little bit of contact between those two. Quillis is going for that move on Quota, but it's not going to be enough. Still, he tried that outside overtake. He's still looking for that opportunity, as New JS has gone out to P8. He has got a very great start, but the 3 wide, going for the second corner, going for the second sector of the track. DMAC has gone down to P11 and John has gone down to P7, but Meshu is up to P5. Also New JS battling with John a little bit, going for the inside, contact between those two a little bit, but it doesn't matter for John. He still keeps that racing line for him. TTV Gamer looking for that opportunity on the overtake of New JS, as there's possible race strategies right here. Mavers already almost a second away from Quota. Possible race strategies, mediums to hards, or as I saw, softs to hards. We can see the tires, some choosing the soft option for the first stint, maybe going for the hards after that. Only New JS, TTV Gamer, Yes Timboy and S13 Mac has gone for the soft option, but we're gonna see if it works out for them. TTV Gamer going for that overtake on New JS, but New JS doesn't letting him by, still keeping it side by side in that very fast section of the track. Mavers has been taken out, I think, from first place. He's dropped down to 9th place from the lead. What could have happened there? As New JS has spun out of the track. Probably some happened with Quillis or something, because Quillis is down to P3 and Dolly is up to P2 from P4. Is going for that move on Quota. He got that pretty easily. He overtakes before the first corner. Quillis has looked for the opportunity, and also Dolly got the fastest lap of the race. What could have happened with Mavers and Quota in there? Or could have been Mavers maybe just spinning out a little bit there. He goes for the overtake on TTV Gamer, but yeah, he is pushing. Mavers is pushing as hard as he can, as Quota is now gets overtaken by Quillis, but Meshu is right behind him, looking for that opportunity, as he always does. He always tried to be the tiger of this league. He's not really pushing against everybody. He's looking for that opportunity to maybe they mess up, and for him to get the chance for the overtake. Mavers is up to 7th place, but he is 1.6 seconds away from John, and he doesn't have any DRS. Neither does John, but Mavers' only opportunity right now, I think, is the second sector, as Quota goes for the overtake on Dolly, and also Meshu, as I said, looked for that opportunity and overtook Dolly. Dolly's looking for on the inside of Meshu. Meshu gets the purple first sector, and still keeping up with Quota and Quillis. Mavers has now gained 2/10 to John in just about a sector or sector and a half. But also John is not the type of person who is very slow, so he can still held up Mothers a little bit. As I can see, not really, because he lost 2 tenths from Mothers. As Mershu is still keeping up with HRT Mr. Quota and Quillis. He is a pretty fast driver for this. So is he going to look for that opportunity? No, he will not, but Quota will. And Quota goes into the inside of Quillis, but it's not going to be enough. Sorry, a person has gone here into the commentator box as Dolly tries to look for the opportunity and overtakes Meshu, but Meshu is not going to back down from the third place. He's still going to try to overtake Dolly back for the third place, as there's a little bit Quillis overtaking Quota, or just defending against Quota, but Dolly has took that opportunity to get go next to Quota. Also Meshu goes side by side with Dolly in the corner. He's on the outside and he almost spawns as Seven Earthen gets the chance to overtake, and he takes that chance. Meshu has gone from P3 back to P5, but is still a better position where he started. Mothers is still fighting back, as John is not going to fight him. He knows that he has no chance against him, but Mothers has now needs to gain his place up from Meshu. He's 2.8 seconds away from Meshu, who is a pretty fast driver. As we saw, he's keeping up with Quota and also the front runners, so it's going to be a hard ask for Mothers. So as we can see, Quillis and Quota still going for the first place and trying to maybe just work together to get away from the next pack, from the front pack. Maybe try to get away from Mothers as much as possible, but it's not working. Mothers has gained 2 tenths in just one lap. With an overtake also done. Quillis overtakes Quota. Quota will not even try to fight that. He knows that right now his best chance is to GRS train with Quillis. Now Quillis also lets Quota by, and doesn't try to fight it. Mothers is Mothers gets a little bit hard pushing from John. John is very fast, not very, but pretty fast in the race, so it's going to be some challenge for Mothers to keep up with Meshu and try to get to Meshu as fast as possible. He is doing his job or his challenge or his main objective right now, because he is now under 2 seconds away from Meshu, so it is a pretty good. But he probably made a mistake or something, or Meshu just have DRS, because now he's back to 2.4 seconds as Quillis has gone up a place again. And now he's 6 tenths away. Dolly goes side by side with Quota, and it's going to be they're still side by side in that corner, side by side with in the whole almost the whole sector. But Dolly gets the overtake done and takes P2. Meshu goes for the overtake on Seven Earthen and gets it done. Seven Earthen goes for the switchback. They're side by side. Seven Earthen backs out from that position. yet, as Mavers is just working out for him the fighting, the little bit of contact between those front runners is just working out for him. He's now 1.3 seconds away from 7 Ayrton, which is, he almost gained a second in this lap from the fighting again from Quillis, Dolly, Quota and everyone in the front pack. So as we are going now 9th lap of the race, D-Mag is trying to overtake Titve Gamer. He's going to have the DRS, he's going to have everything he needs to have, but he's not going to go for the overtake, or at least TTV Gamer has outbraked him. As Adoli takes P1 from Quillis. Quillis has left the session, maybe some connectivity issues. Also Mavers is up, is inside second from the front runners. Quillis probably had some connectivity issues because he has disconnected from the lobby, unfortunately. It's now just AI that is taken over his car. As Mavers goes for the overtake, also John, yeah, it is very unfortunate for Quillis. I'm gonna try to maybe invite him, so just wait 1 second. Sorry, I don't have him as a friend, unfortunately. So back to the game. Yestenborg gets a 3-second penalty, but that doesn't matter for us right now. Dolly is in the lead of this race. He's leading by a half a second, and he's coming up at a back runner, as Meshu is now P3, still chasing down Quota. He's 2.3 seconds, 3 tenths away from him, as Mavers is now into the front runners. He's going to have DRS, he's going to try to overtake everybody and get back to first place. So not looking good for Quota. I mean, it is looking pretty good for Quota because Mavers is not in the right now, it's not in the preferable side of this race. He's P4 right now. He just made an overtake. Sorry for that little confusion, but he is going for that podium or even race win. He's probably going for the race win. We already see him do such great examples of pace, and last time in Belgium he did a 3-lap shootout and he won the race from P5, I think. As Noli gets overtaken by Mr. HRT Mr. Quota, but there's still 20 laps remaining of this race, or 25, sorry. Dolly still has a lot of opportunities to overtake Quota, and also Meshu is just there driving, and as I said before, he is not pushing hard there, as Dolly has overtook Quota for the race win, for the race lead. They are Quota is known for not battling really with anyone. He is just trying to go for the race win and not I mean, ruin his race with anybody else. He is playing very smartly, but maybe some might say a little boring. Quota, yeah, but he is I mean, he's overtaking in the DRS zones, but he's not overtaking as Meshu trying to do, because Meshu has tried to go for the inside, but he couldn't make it. Now Mavers has the pressure on all of them, because they are very close, and Mothers is just a DRS away from them to maybe overtake them. Now Dolly has got a little bit of a lead. Maybe Quota messed up a little bit, but Dolly got a half a second lead away from Quota. So that means that it's not going to be enough for Quota to overtake Dolly back for the race lead. As now Mothers is saving his ERS a little bit, trying to get that P1 back from, I think, maybe his mistake or got spun out. I'm not really sure. Looking for the inside opportunity. He's only 3 tenths away from Quota, though. Meshu, sorry. Now Meshu goes for the inside of Quota. Is there side by side? Meshu trying to go for the overtake on Quota. The side by side going through sector 2 at the end of sector 2. Meshu still hasn't given up yet for that first place, but that means Dolly gets the chance of going away in about for about 1 second, but he doesn't take that chance, and he gets he just misses out on that 1 second gap, as Mothers has gone for that inside line on Meshu, and he overtakes Meshu for P3. Now he is going for Quota, and he's chasing down Quota for that second place, as there's a yellow flag again, but that doesn't matter for these guys right here. John has caught up with these guys. SRT Mac got lapped right now. Mothers still catching up 1 by 1. Little bit of slip there. That was a scary moment from him and from the cockpit. Still, that their Quota is trying to be in 1 second of Dolly, and he is in 1 second of Dolly, and will get the DRS every time. As he goes for the pit, early pit from Quota. No one else went out that much, but John has John did, and got a 10 second for that. He was speeding in the pit lane. Maybe Quota is trying to go for that undercut on Dolly and also Mothers, but Mothers gets the opportunity to overtake Dolly, and he takes it. Now we have a new race leader with a Mothers coming up at the front of the field from P9 in the beginning of the race, getting spun out or making a mistake, as Meshu goes for the inside of Dolly, still keeping it there side by side. Little bit of a push from Dolly, but it's not going to matter for Meshu. I mean, it's going to matter a little bit because he still keeps that P3. Is Mothers going to have a different strategy, or is he going to go out on the pits right now? We will see it. He goes out to the pits. So does Dolly and Meshu. Mothers gets a 10-second time penalty. Dolly gets a 10-second time penalty. Only Meshu doesn't. Mothers has made some mistakes in this race. Not really a normal thing from him, but he does have 10 seconds now to work with, but Quota doesn't, or neither does Meshu. So now it's for the race lead. Quota takes the race lead with no penalties, nothing to worry him. The undercut worked, and as we can see, 10-second time penalty for Mothers, 10 seconds for Dolly, and also for John. Meshu has now the opportunity to get that P2 if he just stays in the time in 10 seconds from Mothers. He can take that P2. Of course, there's still 10 laps remaining, 10.5 laps remaining of this race. Oh, sorry, 20 laps. 20 and a half laps remaining of this race. So it is going to be a hard ask for Meshu to be inside of 10 seconds from Mothers. We know that Mothers is marginally quicker than Meshu, as he gets the third sector purple and on the fresh new tires, and keeping up with, as John has gone for P2, P3, Meshu. I don't know what happened with Dolly and Meshu, but they are down to P5 of this race. John is up to P3. A little bit of contact. That was a pretty dirty move from Dolly, but we couldn't see, of course, what happened in turn 1. Meshu still trying to get that get maybe that P3 even, because we know that John and Mothers got a 10-second penalty, and of course Meshu, if Meshu has spun out of the race out of the corner, that's not going to be good for him. What could have happened? Did he just made a mistake, or did he get spun out from Dolly? As now Mothers goes for the race lead, and Quota knows that he doesn't need to fight him. Mothers has a 10-second penalty, so Quota can get that victory pretty easily and get that, I think, World Championship. Because yes, definitely Quota can get that championship right now if he takes that P1. They're side by side going through that corner. Very dangerous move, but it worked out for Mothers, and unfortunately nothing happened between those two. No contact. They are very clean racers, as we can see. They're keeping good distances from each other. So now Quota is a little bit off from Mothers, but it's not going to matter. He has DRS. He's going to get DRS everywhere, so it's not going to matter at all for him. As now Quota trying to go for that overtake maybe, and he does go for the overtake. Dolly has DNF'd on the main straight. Little bit of contact between these two. Quota not trying to go for the inside, but it's not working for him. He's still, of course, he just needs to be in the 10 second of Mothers at the end of the race. Also 7 Ayrton not catching, but still there with John in P4. Meshu is now P5, as Dolly is still on the track. I don't know how. He probably just retired from the session, so it's not going to be a safety car, as Quota overtakes Mothers. He knows that Mothers gets a 10-second penalty, but he wants to win it on the track and not off the track. He wants to win the race on the track with a clean and fair fight, right, with Mothers. In the between the lobbies, Mothers said that he wanted to make that 50 points to 75. It doesn't seem like he will make that 75 points right now, but he is putting up a good fight with Quota, of course. He is, I think, just around a Quota's lap time, or maybe even definitely faster a little bit, but he's just around there. as I think Willis is still in the AI mode, but he is 8 position, and also just keeping up with the new JS. Don't know how, but yeah, Mathers goes for the overtake on Quota. Quota doesn't fight it. He just lets him through a little bit there, as it is the 21st lap of the race. There's still 15 laps or 16 laps of racing action here, as New JS finally overtook Quillis for 9th place. Or sorry, Quillis has overtook because of the blue flags. New JS has went outside of the track, but the AI didn't, as Quillis now gets overtaken by New JS. But here is the main fight for P1, not really because Mothers, but it is a great fight between these two. It's mostly just DRS training between these two, but it is I mean, it's tactical, it's very tactical for them to do that. John is still holding up Seven Earthton a little bit, but he does have 10-second penalty too, which is not good for him, as Mashu is 7.8 seconds away from him, or about 8.1, 8.2 seconds away from him, which could earn him the 3rd place in the race at the end. So as I said, Kota and Mothers is just DRS training. They're not really trying to fight that much. They are trying to maybe get away from Tron. I mean, Mothers definitely has that idea in his mind. So he will try to get that P2 at least. If he cannot get that P1, he will try to get the P2. But it doesn't look like he will, to be honest. John is keeping up with them. Of course, maybe the little bit of a fighting has held them back a little, but I think it's not that much. So I think just John is pretty fast. He is falling back a little bit, but it's not going to be enough for Mothers to take 2nd place, I think. So it is what it is for him. We still have, of course, everything can happen in 13.5 laps. It is possible for Mothers to go away from John that much, but it looks like to me that it looks like to me that John is keeping up with them. So as Nakota doesn't have DRS in right here, it's unfortunate for him, but now Mothers can take some time away from Kota. So as John gets a 3-second time penalty on top of his 10-second spinning in the pit lane penalty. So that's not really good news for John, as he's also 4.5 seconds away from Quota. I think Mothers is trying very hard to build a 10-second lap from John. So it is on the top of the leaderboard. Unfortunately, this is the closest battle we have, and also 7 Earthton, but there's not really some overtaking being done here. He's just following John pretty closely within 1 second, but of course he knows that he doesn't need to fight John at all, because John has a 10-second penalty. It's not going to matter either way, as Mothers has gained 5 tenths from John, with even Quota behind him. he is gaining a lot of time from John, and there's still 11 laps of racing remaining, so it is possible, I think, for Mavers to build that gap to John, because we have 11 laps, or sorry, 12 laps of racing left, or laps left. So if Mavers can do or gain about 5 tenths away from John, he still could get that P2, just get the P2. But if Quota and Mavers doesn't fight, Mavers could easily get that P2. As he gained another 6 tenths from John. As now Mavers goes in for the pits, just trying to get that 10-second away from him. They will wait 10 seconds, so now Meshu has the opportunity to overtake him too. Also, TTV Gamer will not have that, but Mavers goes for the mediums now. He won't have any penalties, but he still has a Meshu to go through, who is very far away from him. So I'm not really sure about this choice of in the strategy, but we know that he is a very fast driver, and he can gain a lot of time in seconds. He is 15 seconds away. He needs to I think gain about 2 seconds a lap to Meshu to even catch up to him, and we didn't even talk about overtaking yet, which could take up about 2 laps. So maybe Mavers has made a mistake of pitting for mediums. Just keep in mind that it is mediums, so it will be faster and also fresher tires than all of them, all of everybody in the grid. Right now, a 7 Ayrton has made an overtake on John. He is trying to win it on the track too, but it's not looking like that. He will definitely, if he doesn't mess up, he will definitely take the P2 away from John. But yeah, it's all on him. So the Alpine is all on to 7 Ayrton's shoulders. As now he, John and him, laps as 13 Mac, who's a newcomer, as he said. Quota is just chilling in first place right now. He is not really, I think, not really pushing that hard. He knows that he doesn't have really any competition. John is 5 seconds away from him. Mavers is 12 seconds, about 24 seconds away from him. So it's not going to matter for him. It's right now, it's just a easy race for him to win and take the World Championship. Because I'm gonna do some calculations right now to see if he can. I mean, he's probably will have, if he wins it, he probably will get that championship. Sorry, I just need 1 second. So if this is the end of the race, Willis will have 2 points, which will bring him up to 190 points, which will mean that because Formula SF is not running right now, will mean that Quota will take the championship if he wins this race. And also, I think Ferrari will also get the championship if this is the order that it happens to be, because there's 25 points for the race victory, which would bring Ferrari up to 200 points, and of course John will get, I think, 2 yeah, he will get B4, which earns him 12 points, I think. I don't know if in the chat you can help me out, but I think that will earn him 12 points, which will bring McLaren up to 150. Meshu will take B3, which would bring him up to which is 15 points. Will bring him up to 160. So it won't be enough for them, I think, to take. And also, DMAX now 6th place. He's going to be 7th at the end, I think. But he is 6th place. And Mavers is also catching up to Meshu rapidly. But there's only 6 laps remaining of this race. Sorry, 7 laps remaining of this race. For Mavers. Which it is very possible for Mavers to convert this weird strategy choice to maybe a P3. So, but he gets a 3-second time penalty. It's not looking good for Mavers at all. Or he already has a big challenge on his back to gain that time from to Meshu. But now he will get that even more challenging, because Meshu just needs to keep up with him, to be honest. If Meshu keeps up with Mavers, he will take that P3, and that will be the end of the race. Of course, there still could be some penalties after the race, but I'm not sure if that will happen. 7 Ayrton is of course using the DRS to overtake John back and forth, and John is also doing that. So it is not really a real fight, but it is a fight on the track and not off the track, of course. So I'm not really sure about Mavers' choice of, as he spawns. I think Mavers has spun. Yeah, Mavers has spun into the barriers. It's not looking good for him. He will not take that P3 away from Meshu. He was probably just pushing too hard, and yeah, he went on into the wall. CTV Gamer gets a 3-second time penalty. This is your chance. This is your chance, DMAG, to get P1 to P6. But he DNFs. He goes into the new JS. There's a virtual safety car out, and that could be the end of the race. And it could be a race ending behind the safety car. A big crash in the last laps of the race. Is it going to be a safety car behind? Is it going to? They are going to finish behind the safety car. I'm not sure they will, but if they don't, it's going to be about a 3-lap shootout at the end. So this is a very good chance for Meshu to maybe even take P2 away from 7 Ayrton and John. It will be a double stack though, but that's it's not going to matter, as now Mavers goes into the pits again for another lap tire change. As TTB Gamer didn't go out in the pits. DMAG and Yestimboy will go out though. Now they're behind the safety car. It's not a virtual safety car, everyone. It's a normal safety car. They are behind the safety car. We're gonna see how many laps will remain at the end of the safety car. I'm gonna try to do some calculations while they are behind the safety car. Just 1 second. So, if we count it as this as the last standings, as Yestimboy gets a 10-second time penalty, it doesn't matter for him. He's last anyways. I'm not trying to flame him, but he's last. So, as right now we're seeing Quota having 132 points, it's going to be a 25 points for him, which will bring him up to 157, which will give him the championship back-to-back here in VDRL. And the most important, or the more interesting to see, is the Drivers' Championship. So it's going to be 181 plus 25 for Quota, and DMAG, if he stays in 7th place, which just 1 second. Which will give him 7th place, will give him 6 points, and it will be 212 points for the Ferrari boys. But now we can see if the McLarens will have any chance. John doesn't have any penalties on his record, or I mean, he has a 3-second time penalty, but he can still take P2 or P3 because Meshu can still, I mean, be there. So if John gets P3 at the end, or if they get just about there, so 142. But I'm sorry, safety car is ending right now, so I'm not going to finish that sentences, as we can see the safety car is ending. When is the time that Quote is going to start it? Didn't start it yet. He can still go out for as he starts now. He starts it now. Quota has started the safety car. TTV Gamer goes for the inside. Big pile up at the restart of the race. It's going to be a 3-lap shootout. Out as Muffers goes P5, Meshu P4 still, and John is P3. Meshu is still P5, P4 in. He doesn't have any penalties though. He can take that P2 away from Seven Ayrton and John. I'm gonna see now to the leader. What is it? If Meshu keeps it here, he will get P2, which would be a career high for him, I think. Mavers is 2 tenths away from Meshu, but he does have 3 seconds of time penalties. Meshu will need to do everything in his powers to get that P2 and to defend away from Mavers. From Mavers, but it's not going to happen. Mavers goes for the inside, a little bit of contact. They're still side by side as they both spun out at the end. Can they reach? That's a very unfortunate news for Meshu and also Mavers. Meshu has missed the opportunity to get that career high, and now he is 6th place. DMAC goes up a place. He's now 5th. Still battling with TTV Gamer. Seven Ayrton is 1st and Kota is now 3rd, but he doesn't have any penalties on his record. DMAX now 5th place. 5th place again. Meshu will not have the facilities to get even close to 3 seconds to DMAG, as John and Seven Ayrton is fighting for that P2. DMAG is now P4, overtook the TTV Gamer. None of the TTV Gamer has the DRS. He's going to try. DMAG goes for the inside, defending his position. TTV Gamer looked on the inside as DMAG is now 4th place. Beautiful thing from him. Kota back to first place. Last lap of the race. Can D-Mac hold his position at fourth? That will bring Ferrari to the Constructor Championship. It's a lot of intense battles here. Ma versus DNF is not going to get the beef. He's 75 points. Everything went wrong for him, as John is now in front of Seven Earthton. Seven Earthton still has the chance, but here we can see Quota taking his first place and being back-to-back champions of VDRL. He's a two-time champions of VDRL. Beautiful from him. Mr. Quota is a two-time world champion. Not world, VDRL champion. What an amazing race from him. Quota takes the championship, and it will not go to Qatar for the championship decider. It will go to Ferrari and for Quota. Beautiful from him. We can see the Lithuanian celebrating his victory and his championship. Of course, John taking P2, which is I think a very good race from him. Quota gets the championship back-to-back, season 1 and 2. Beautiful race victory from him. We can see them celebrating right now. Everybody's going for. D-Mag takes 4th place, gaining 12 points for Ferrari. Quota gaining 25 points for Ferrari, and that's a end of the championship in both ways. Quota taking the championship back-to-back in VDRL. Ferrari taking their first championship. That's a beautiful ending for the not the season, but for this race. As now we can, I think, go for the interviews. We have the first place. Quota, Mr. Quota here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Beautiful race victory from you, taking back-to-back championships. What is your thoughts on the race, and also just on the whole season that you won?
Oh man, it was a very entertaining race, man. I probably can't even remember all of it. So like I don't remember which lap, but like maybe lap 2 or 3, Mavericks spun, but then we were like top 5 full battling, so he caught back up to us. I don't even remember what happened after. I think then we were just fighting. Yeah, I remember. We were fighting with Mavericks. Everyone was just fighting. Then I pitted a lap earlier before all of them, except John. He pitted with me, and I undercutted all of them. I went into P1. I was actually out of the DRS for a moment, but Mavericks caught back up. But then I just kept my pace, didn't drop out of DRS, and yeah, Mavericks pitted. I don't know why. Maybe he tried to make a good recovery, and we didn't get any penalties. Was a safety car, and yeah, we just didn't make any mistakes. Good flawless race.
Yeah, it was a very flawless race for you. No penalties as usual. A beautiful race victory from you, and also I think you're very happy with back-to-back championships. What is your overall rating of the season?
Yeah, it was definitely a better season than season 1. More competitive, more races, better attendance. We're gonna try to make it even better for next season, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, definitely, and also clinching that constructor championship also with you and your teammates. So of course, congratulations to both championships.
Thank you.
Okay, now on to second place. John, can you hear me? Oh, sorry. Now speak. Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So getting P2 at the end, the safety car I think worked out for you. You took away your 10-second penalty. So what is your thoughts on the race, and also just I mean, not the whole season, but just this race? Yeah.
Well, actually, I think for once I actually managed to extract everything out of the car for once. I think I had a decent setup. Had to make some changes in between the break we had when a lot of people disconnected, but made some changes and the car suddenly was just so much more competitive. I mean, Messi was as well. We looked all right. The only problem I made was the not safety car, the 10-second penalty in the pit lane. There's just when you get into that pit lane, just the braking lines go off and on. It caught me out. But, I mean, we were going to be fifth. We with the penalty, obviously, I think I would have deserved to finish third, but the penalty would have ended up being behind Mathers. And then I don't know who caused the safety car, but brilliant restart, made the most of the chances. Last lap, let's quota by, so I had the DRS to hold off the Alpine and P2.
Yeah, a very good race from you too. I think best results of the season. This race was P2. Great race from you. So congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
Okay, now on to third place, 7 Ayrton. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we haven't seen you up there on third place, but of course, a very interesting battle and very entertaining battle with you and John. What is the thoughts on the race and also the battle with John?
Yeah, I just like most of the race I just stuck behind and watched them fight and be stupid, losing time. After pit stop, me and John were cruising alone. I tried to like work with him. Worked fine. In the end, he wanted the position. I don't know, but yeah, and then the safety car came and pretty much ruined it.
Yes, I mean, I for sure I thought that Meshu will get that second place. I think because it was he was very close to you guys, but it was a great great race for you too. As I got the information that you won in Singapore last year, so yeah, congratulations to you too, and a nice race.
Thank you.
Okay, now on to fourth place. Or I think fourth place. DMEG, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so taking that constructors, getting a great position for your team at the last, not last, but penultimate round of VDRL. We haven't seen you really up there this season. So, yeah, great race for you. What is your reaction on the whole, I mean, penalties and also some crashes and the race?
Yeah, the penalties. It was just a lack of concentration. Sorry, and I just went off the track too many times, so I deserved it. And I starting P8 and uh, and finishing P4. I think it's a very good result. Just mainly because I gained all them positions and because I think we won the constructors. I'm just not caught up. I'm just really happy with the result.
Yeah, as I said with Kota, you guys won the constructors, so yeah, of course, a great race for you and for the whole season. You did show some potential of pace, but it really doesn't worked out for you that many times. But right now it did. So you guys won the constructor. So congratulations to you two and great race.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and I think that's the end of today's race weekend. So thank you everyone for watching. It was a very great race, and yeah, Ferrari and Quota wins the constructors and the normal championship of VDRL season 2. See you guys.